For you this afternoon, it's the Cincinnati Reds and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway, and today's starter, Nathan Eovaldi.
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Ready to go and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Matt McClain. Bounced up the middle. Simeon. One out in the top of the first. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Spencer Steer in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, you're playing with fire starting him off with the fastball in the zone, but it didn't end up hurting him.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Globe Life Field. And on the hill today, Hunter Green. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Bottom of the first. Here's the veteran second baseman, Marcus Simeon.
Second baseman, Marcus Simeon.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Simeon, multi-time All-Star, 33 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2011. Kicks and deals. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Struck him out looking.
No, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Corey Seager, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The 0-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on the tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's a big power threat. Adolis Garcia. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Got him swinging. And there's 2 away.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Now a chance for Evan Carter. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs.
Yes.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. Josh Young waiting to hit for the Rangers. And a 3-1 on the way. And a foul ball. Seager off of first with 2 away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gassed it right by him. Rangers leave 1. Scoreless after 1. Back in Arlington, second inning set to go. Now batting Jamer Candelario.
Jamer Candelario.
Evaldi back to work. And a good eye there. Evaldi, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a slider. Righty delivers. Right through there for a strike. That one well upstairs. And it's 2-2. Caught and missed. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Jonathan India at the plate.
Jonathan India.
Late with the swing there. Evaldi, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Next offering is in for a strike. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
1 strike.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Smoked into left, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here's the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Just missed. And a pitch. And he takes a strike. The other way, and that's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And here is Tyler Stevenson.
1-0.
First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Seager fires over to first. That's out number 3. Reds strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Josh Young.
Third baseman.
Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 6. The first baseman.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Lifted in the air out to left. 2 down.
Batting 7. The catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit. Jonah Heim. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Just missed.
Oh, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And that one missing low. No score here in the second. And a foul ball. And he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first. Here's Leody Taveras. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Two outs. Fastball for a strike. And that's outside. And a count 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Ezekiel Duran to bat next. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the center fielder, Will Benson. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Gets the call. Strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one drilled left field, and there's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 9.
So the batting order turns over. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1 so far. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
At the belt and fires. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching. You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Benson over at second. De La Cruz at first. 1 gone. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Two on, 1 out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that one clips the corner. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
So first and second with 2 outs. Next for Cincinnati, Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Wouldn't chase that time. And here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
In the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. Two on, 2 outs. Stays alive. And a pitch. Down and in, moved his feet.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2 outs. That's outside. And it's 3-2. Jonathan India up next for the Reds. Top of the third, no score. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that's the third out. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Ezekiel Duran. And a pitch. And a strike on the outside edge. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Got him. One away.
Well, he just went right after him there. No messing around with the off-speed stuff. Here's my fastball. If you can hit it, go for it. 3 fastballs. See you later. Definitely builds your confidence out on the mound.
Simeon stands in now and watches strike one. In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And here's Corey Seager to hit, and he's already singled in this game. That one at the knees for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
2 out, space is empty. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is even 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. No score. Back in Arlington, John Choppy with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jonathan India. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. India, the former Rookie of the Year, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
In the air, out towards left center. Carter makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting.
In now for the Reds, Jake Fraley. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1.
1-1.
1 out, base is empty. And another ball.
2-1.
On the ground to third. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now at the plate, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Yeah, that's a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Fourth inning underway, no score. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball.
2-2.
Two on the way. On a line, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Liner, base hit. Tavares returns it to the infield. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
The center fielder,
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Encarnacion Strand, the lead runner at second. Stevenson on at first with 2 down. Fought off foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Kicks and fires. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Reds strand a couple, and we are still scoreless. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the 4th at the plate. Adolis Garcia. The pitch. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Rangers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
That one ripped. Back there. Gone. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 1-0.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, did move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed
it. Evan Carter will hit next. Just missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one off the outside edge. Green Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff. It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Well, he's been good for the most part.
0-1.
Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
One down, base is empty.
Straight. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Laced to right center, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
One away, runners at second and third. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. Golden opportunity right here. And that drops in for a strike. One down, runners at second and third. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run across, the throw in, not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 3.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
One gone, runner at first. Leody Taveras, the next to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. Heim stands at first with 1 out. And that one hammered. That's back there. Got all of that one. He circles the bases. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add on. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
I swear I'm like 1,000 out. Rising to the top. What you know about me now? I'm running. Now move, cause I'm about to go. I'm running over you. I promise only down below. Hold up. Yeah, I'm back.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly over with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
You thinking that I'm someone you can beat, really?
Now it's the DH, Ezekiel Duran. And that's a base hit into left field. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close.
Boog, how good was Marcus Semien in 2023? Named a finalist for the MVP award in the American League after producing a season with 100 RBIs, an 826 OPS, and 29 home runs. On top of all that, his Rangers won the World Series.
Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. To third. He's in there.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when
Brent Suter gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Corey Seager now. The Dodgers made him a first-round pick back in 2012.
18th overall that year for Seager, Boog, and Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton, Marcus Stroman, just a few other first-rounders from that class. I'd say pretty solid group.
Runners are at the corners, one away.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. First and third, one down. Got him swinging.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it. And that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere and it's not foul.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Matt McClain.
Matt McClain.
The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
Well, these Reds looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Runners left on base really comes down to timing. Can you put together your best at bats in the most important moments? That's a difference maker. They've stranded a lot of runners on base in this game.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. That one missing inside. Wouldn't chase that time.
Cancel.
Inside ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
De La Cruz in the box again. takes a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The 0-1 and ball one.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
One, two now. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Close, but called a ball. Yeah, that's ball two.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
McLean gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Just misses. And that's ball three.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Righty delivers. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Young snags it on the run.
The left fielder, number 7, Spencer Steer.
Man at first, Spencer Steer getting ready to hit. There's a strike.
0-1.
That one inside, and the count even 1-1. The Rangers leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And that one upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And a 1-1. Just missed. Line drive, and it stays fair. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Next to hit, Jonathan India. Fastball for a strike.
1 strike.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Garcia brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. The lefty fires. Off the mark there. And that's ball one.
One ball.
Activity in the
Okay.
bullpen for the Reds. Ian Jabot, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The third baseman, number 6.
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. Step off, throw to first, and he just got his hand in there. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And now the lefty. And they'll do it again. Nobody out. Runner at first. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not too often you're going to see a sub 90-mile-per-hour fastball get by a hitter for the strikeout, especially when it's in a very hittable location like that. Makes me think he was either looking for something else completely or he tried to do way too much with that swing.
And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Fastball for a strike. That misses. Going to count 1-2. Carter at first, one gone. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
1-0.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. The 1-0. That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. Around third. He will score. It's 6-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Leody Taveras. He's already homered here in this one. And the first offering is not close. The Rangers up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Right side. To first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Rangers 6 and the Reds nothing. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
And a pitch.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Left-hand batter waits. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Encarnacion Strand in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Rangers up big in this one, and we're the top half of the sixth. Right through there for a strike. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Into center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Runner at first with 2 away. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. That one missed. And downstairs. He gets there with the slide. Goes to second with it, and that's a great play for the out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Rangers 6 and the Reds nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the Rangers DH, Ezekiel Duran. And he deals. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. Here's Marcus Semien. And a good eye there. Now Marcus, a career high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Duran on at first, nobody out. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. 3-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. To the right side, McLean. The throw to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
The batter, number 5, Corey.
Seager stands in now. 1 for 3. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. He was late there. Strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man at second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Fires it to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 7-0.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Man at first with 1 gone. Next up for Texas, Adolis Garcia. That's in there. 0-1. The pitch. That misses, and it's 1-1. Good eye right there. Man at first, 1 away. Lifted in the air, right field. Fraley hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Evan Carter.
So next to hit for Texas, Evan Carter. And that's in there at the knees. And 1-2.
1-2.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
That one misses.
3-2.
And now it's 3-2. Josh Young waits on deck. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Up next for the Rangers, Josh Young. That one catches the corner for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's outside. And it's 1-2. And down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 7 and the Reds nothing. Back in Arlington, top of inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain.
The second baseman, Matt McClain.
The right-hander back to work. Now this is in the air down the line. Sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That'll make it out of here. A solo shot. It's 7-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Steer in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's outside, and the count is 2-0.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
3-1.
And the 3-1. That one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 24, Jamer.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That'll be it for Nathan Eovaldi, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Yerry Rodriguez comes on now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jamer Candelario. Fastball in for a strike. Going 1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Right through there for a strike. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Righty to the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Right through there, got him. And that'll do it. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's 7-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ian Gibaut.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every
79.
outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Nathaniel Lowe stepping in for the Rangers. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So man aboard, Jonah Heim now at the plate, and that's down and away. Lowe gets his lead at first with nobody out. And there's a curve through for a strike. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Buck Farmer, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Mole, the lefty, warming up as well. And the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one out now.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And the righty deals. Foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there are two down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ezekiel.
So now here's the DH, Ezekiel Duran. Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Low, round second on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score. It's 8-1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the lineup flips over. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Out to short, De La Cruz. Fires across the diamond, inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Rangers 8 and the Reds 1. Back at Globe Life Field, we're at the top of the 8th, and now the DH, Jonathan India. The wind of the pitch. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Young drifts towards it. 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And first offering is fouled off. Slider misses outside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Inside, just missed. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rangers 8 and the Reds 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Corey Seager. With the right-hander back to work. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
1 strike.
Good eye in that spot.
1-1.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him looking. And 1 gone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And that one pulled foul. The Rangers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Carter stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next pitch misses way outside. 2 down, nobody on. That one lifted to left. Steer right there to make the grab. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Through 8 full, it's the Rangers 8 and the Reds 1. And we're back. And now Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
Rodriguez back to work. Rocketed out towards right center. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the center fielder, Will Benson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Bounce to the right side. And a couple of quick outs.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
McLean.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLean. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. There's the strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers take this one in a blowout.
Well, win by 7 runs. It's a real encouraging game all the way around. The hitters feel good about what they did in this one, but the pitchers also know that if they get into a little bit of a jam, they know the offense is very capable of putting up runs. Good job.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here.
The